first graders. We are going to continue working on our friendly monster project today. The last time you were here, you were drawing the monster and then adding all of the details and patterns within the monster's body. So today what we're going to do is Sharpie, and then I am going to talk to you a little bit about coloring and the color choices that you might make to color your monster in. I will do that demonstration in just a second. All right, so the last time you were here, we talked about how to draw your friendly monster and add different designs inside of it. You may have chosen to make your whole monster look like polka dots, or I did stripes, or I did stripes in the legs and then I did polka dots here, and I probably would continue the polka dots all around in the head as well. So I have already Sharpied in some spaces. I do need to erase yet. You would Sharpie the whole thing. I just don't want to take all of the time doing that. But you're going to Sharpie everything with the exception of teeth. If you have teeth, I would just leave that part white. You could still Sharpie like the mouth area. Just leave the teeth white, okay? So then once you're finished with the erasing part, you are going to choose what color you want to make your monster. I am using markers. I would suggest that you use markers, but if you don't have any, you could use crayons, you could use colored pencils. It's kind of up to you. Now, we want these to be colorful. However, we don't want, we want it to make sense. So say that I want this to be green. I would also continue the green over here, and maybe I do a pattern where it's green, blue, and continue that pattern over here. What we don't want is green, purple, blue, red, orange, black, whatever. We don't want it so colorful that it doesn't look right, but we do want them to be bright and colorful monsters. So I think what I am going to do is green, pink, let's see, yellow, and purple. Okay, now I might use more colors than that eventually, but I think what I want to do is start out by tracing, and this is just what I'm doing. You color it how you would like to color it, but I'm going to trace the inside part of these lines first, like this, and I would do the exact same thing over here, because like I said before, we want it to kind of make sense, so it would make sense to have that same color go over here, like this. And then I'm going to take another color, and I want mine to be green, and I'm going to fill the rest of mine in with green, like this. Now I want to try to keep my green out of my pink, because you can see it makes kind of a, I don't know what color it even is, but you also don't want to leave gaps of white, so just do the best that you can. Okay, so I would then color the rest of it in green, like that. And I would do green over here also, okay? I also want to keep my polka dots kind of the same as, I probably shouldn't have put green there, just because green touching green isn't quite what I would want, but that's what I did, so I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to color my polka dots with the same colors that I used. And then I'm going to use one color to make the rest of the body part of my monster. So I want mine to be purple, so I would do purple everywhere else except for the facial features. So this would be like the furry part of the monster, if your monster is a furry monster. Now notice that I'm tracing around all those shapes and I'm not coloring into those shapes. So I would do that all over. Now I also picked a yellow. That's because I want my eyebrows of my monster to be yellow. So I'm gonna make all of my eyebrows yellow. Like that. This would be yellow and this would be yellow. I did color my eyeball in, like the pupil portion, black. I left the little white dots so that there's a highlight. I don't really want you to leave anything white, with the exception of the white part of the eye, like I have here, as well as my teeth, because I want my teeth to look white. So I'm gonna trace around this just so you can see what the eye should look like when it's done. A lot of times people put the black part of the eye in the wrong spot. So teeny tiny white dot, then the black, and then the outside part is white. Okay. The very last step of the project is to pick a color that you did not use for the background and color the background in. And you can also do some type of pattern in the background if you would want to as well. So maybe I wouldn't do zigzag lines just because I did that in the monster. Maybe I want my background to have like a checkerboard pattern or polka dots, or maybe I want to color the background one solid color and then go over it with a black marker to make some sort of design. It's completely up to you. Now, I am thinking that I will probably give you next class time to work on this as well. So don't worry about coloring fast just to get it done. Please, please take your time and do a nice job, because I think these are going to turn out very cute or very cool if we really take our time on them. Okay, so don't plan on finishing them for next time. Plan on having a work day next time. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know.